There is nothing I hate more in football than stupid signings. And Barcelona actually is the best, the GOAT at making stupid signings. And their fans, the way they hype some random players without understanding how these players perform, is he good or is he bad? They just judge him based off on highlights from TikToks or watch him through a calculator using some stupid stats while he dropping a sinker after a sinker and not helping his team and thinking he will be a great signing for Barcelona. It's like Barcelona, they be sitting in there, and I'm speaking also about Laporta and Deco, they be sitting in there trying to discuss what transfers or what signings they should do for Barcelona, and they be like, okay, you see how Lewandowski performing so bad? Yes, let's sign a winger. You see how Chesney came back from retirement doing better job than our number one goalkeeper Ter Stegen? Yeah, let's sign a fucking winger. Also, our DMs are getting injured every week, but let's sign a winger. That's our priorities, by the way, in Barcelona. When we actually turn crazy good is when we start talking about players that are worth 100 million, over 100 million. That's actually crazy. There is rumors about Barcelona being interested in this player that is worth over 100 million. Sign who? What? How? I'd rather for us to stay broke than to sign some random players that might ruin the team. I can't lie. I would rather for us to stay broke. When you hear rumors about Barcelona signing Luis Diaz, signing Nico Williams, signing Rafael, Leao, or spending over 100 million on an Isaac, it's crazy to me. Like, Barcelona is struggling in the striker position. Our striker is shit. Lewandowski is bad. And people still manage to say we need a winger. And let's go by this logic, ladies and gentlemen. If we sign a winger, for example, that is worth over 70 million, where are we gonna play Rafinha? Let's move him to number 10. Okay, we moved him to number 10. How about the player that we signed for 60 million last summer? Oh, he gets injured? Exactly. Let's play Fermin. How about it? Nah, but Fermin can start over Rafinha. True. So let's actually pray for a player to get injured so we can put him on the bench. Let's actually kill the potential of a great player like Fermin and play a Rafinha as a number 10 just so we can free some space for our winger that is shit. And we signed him for so much money while we literally have a left winger that is playing out of position. I get it. Rafinha is playing out of position. But he's been the Ballon d'Or contender this year. He's been the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. There is no higher achievement, individual achievement in the world than the Ballon d'Or, and the man literally is about to achieve it as a left winger. And we should sign a winger for what? Oh, we need to sign him as a backup. We have a backup. Ferran Torres is a great backup as a winger. I don't care. Even I watched him that game against Atleti and he was performing so good as a winger, left winger. Why not play him in there? And if he's still the backup, we are lucky that Rafinha is not injury prone. But signing a player for 70 or 75 million and keeping him as a backup for our player, which doesn't get injured a lot, and that guy might not even start a game, just be subbed for Rafinha, that's crazy. And paying him 10 million for basically sitting down on the bench, nah, that's bad. That's actually awful. And what are we gonna do? The player that we signed for over 70 million playing for Barca Atleti doesn't make any sense. When you see rumors like this, Barcelona wants to try for Luis Diaz this summer. He is the winger that Deco liked the most in his plan in this summer, with Diaz as a big goal. Big goal, and Diaz doesn't go in the same sentence. The player really wants to come, possibly. Brother, I mean, everyone wants to play for Barcelona, but Barcelona doesn't need everyone. Possible operation could be around 70 to 75. This guy doesn't deserve to even start over Ferran Torres, let alone Rafinha. This guy is not that good. He is not consistent. I don't care what anyone says. Probably you watch 3 games of him and you think he's good. He is shit. He's basically like another Dembele. Not Dembele from this season. Dembele that we had in Barcelona. A Colombian Dembele, that's it. Brother is awful. 70 or 75 million euros for this guy is shit. He doesn't even deserve to start over Ferran Torres, let alone Rafinha. Or we have to move Rafinha as a number 10 just so we can play this guy. No, he's inconsistent. And even if you watch games through calculators, his stats are not that good. When you see his stats, like 9 goals in 28 Prem games, you might be thinking, oh, that's for a winger in a team that has no striker. Literally, they play a Jota, they play a Darwin Nunez, a Gakpo. So he's meant to score goals, but no. Let me show you again. In 2025 in the Prem, since January 2025, my man scored 1 goal in the Prem. 1 goal in the Prem. This is why I hate when people say that we need a winger, while we literally have the best winger in the world. Oh my god, let's sign a backup. What if he gets injured? Even what if he doesn't get injured, Rafinha? We'll be sitting down a player like this for 75 million on the bench. Are you stupid? And also this, when I see Rafael Leao rumored to sign for Barcelona, I hate it, even if it's 1%. I used to like this player, I used to respect him, but I don't respect him no more. I hate the way he plays. I hate the way he doesn't fight for the club. Milan are struggling, and this is arguably their best player, but he's doing nothing. Apart from sitting down in there, not making one player and smiling for the highlights. That's all he does, TikTok highlights. He doesn't do anything serious that will help the club. If you watch Milan, I used to watch Milan, by the way. I stopped watching them since they are not even competing to play in a European competition next season. Like, bro, this guy has more followers in Instagram. He dresses well. He brings the attention. More kids don't care about watching football. They only watch him through highlights. So his price will be more than Diaz by a lot. And do you think we should sign him? He played 40 games this season, 10 goals and 9 assists. Again, this is the thing. You might think, oh my god, for a winger that's good. Yes, for a winger in a team that had Morata and Tammy Abraham as their main two strikers at the beginning of the season, until they signed Jimenez and they got knocked out by the team they signed Jimenez from. I watched him in 2 games, important games against Feyenoord. His highlights was not making a player and smiling to the camera. That's all he did those 2 games. Literally. Not make the player and talk about himself. Didn't even cross the ball. Said, let me try and dribble again. And when he lost the ball, he smiled to the camera. That's the player you want at Barcelona. Have you seen the state of Lamine Yamal and Rafinha and the way they fight for the badge? A 17 years old is more mature than this player. And the worst thing is a footballer that doesn't care about the team. If a team like AC Milan, who helped him grow as a player, improved him, put his name out there, made people respect him, is doing a collab with an unknown team while his team is 9th or 10th in the Serie A. I really wish that Maldini is still a captain. This is the guy you want to represent your team. Brother, at least Luis Diaz and Nico Williams will do a better job than this guy. I'm sorry, and he will be the most expensive one out of them. I hate how players are turning into thinking just about themselves and not about their teams. And AC Milan, I'm sorry, that team fell off hard. I don't get it. Like, I respect Zlatan, but a player that does bicycle kick, the does he has to do with signing players? I'm sorry, doing a bicycle kick doesn't give you advantages of knowing who to sign. When you see Milan sign a player like Kyle Walker and Joao Felix, it's stupidity. And when you see a player like Pulisic outperforming the best player, Rafael Leao, again, that's crazy. This guy, I don't want him near Barcelona. I don't care about him in Barcelona. I will start Araujo as a winger before I start Rafael Leao for my team. And finally, we have Nico Williams. Okay, brother, we live off memories. That's the thing. Rafael Leao signing, I kinda get his business move. Luis Diaz signing, it's stupid. I don't get it. The man just wants to play for Barcelona, so we're actually helping him play for Barcelona. And then you have Nico Williams. No business, no football, nothing. Why are we signing him just because he's best friend with Lamine Yamal? Why are we gonna sign him just because he did good in the Euros a year ago? I'd rather sign Iñaki Williams than Nico Williams. Yes, Nico Williams, hell no, brother. This is stupidity. When you see a player like this, I'm sorry. If he plays for Barcelona and he had God knows how many games without a goal or an assist, nah, I don't want this. Like, bro, stop this wingers bullshit. 70 million for who? Shut the up, man. Brother, Rafinha is better than all those 3 combined. We literally have the best winger in the world. Literally. The best player in the world. And this is the guy I want to move to another position. Like, seriously, are we being stupid? While we are in need of signing a fucking goalkeeper, a DM, and a striker. Like, sometimes we need to be serious about our priorities, and the problem is the fans. I can't lie. I always say it because, look, Laporta is moving like a politician. Whatever the people wants, he will give to them, no matter how, just so he can win another election. That's how politicians works. So they will do it all the time, and he's moving like a politician. He will sign the player that the fans want. Who is the player that the fans want since those fans don't watch football anymore? Rafael Leao, Luis Diaz. And also when I hear rumors about signing Julian Alvarez and Isaac, I actually love. I can't lie. I find shit funny. We are a team that struggled to register Dani Olmo, and you expect us to sign a Julian Alvarez for 100 million or a Isaac from a Newcastle team that is run by the richest motherfuckers on earth. By the way, Julian Alvarez, we ain't signing him. I don't know in the future, maybe, but this year we ain't signing him. And Isaac, it's impossible. If Isaac signs for Barcelona, I will literally Brother, we can't sign a player like that. We can sign players, yes, but we need to sign a striker like a Gyökeres, Zubimendi as a DM. And we don't know about Bernal. Again, I want to see Bernal play as a DM, but people that say, oh my god, Bernal will come back, we don't know if he will come back as he was. And we don't know how was he. He played 2 good games, but brother, we don't know about the big moments. Everything can change. change. He's built strong, but you never know. He might not be even good. He might not even meet the expectations. We need a fullback like a Rashu, a goalkeeper like a Diogo Costa. We need so many players, man, before a winger. We literally have great wingers. I mean, Yamal and Rafinha are arguably one of the best wingers in the world. Oh my god, play Rafinha also as a number 9 since Lewandowski is not that good. You want us to have full wingers in the attack? Brother, we need to build a team, a well-balanced team. We don't want to turn into a Real Madrid team. They literally have wingers everywhere. But some wingers don't perform good. Like, for example, like Vinicius is not performing good compared to Rodrigo and Mbappe. And I'm not ready to sacrifice a player for another player. We need a striker. I don't care. Even Rafinha misses a lot of chances for him to be considered as a number 9. All this can be achieved if we sell some players. If we can't sell players, brother, you will find us extending the contracts of the Ter Stegen, of a Lewandowski in the future. We need to sell players like Araujo. We need to sell players like De Jong. We need to sell players like Lewandowski to free more salary. So yeah, brother, signing a winger, hell no. We can't play a right winger as a left winger. That right winger is about to win the Ballon d'Or.